Jesse James, and welcome back to the channel. Start of a new week. This is Dealership Life, where I take you through a general week of what it's like working at a Harley-Davidson dealership up in the sales department. So this week, got a few things in the hopper, and it feels like it's the first time in a while since I've had some stuff cooking that I could work going into a week. And a lot of it is on Saturday. I just personally really focused in on making some stuff happen. So was able to sell a bike, but also get a lot of other stuff going on. I remember talking to my wife about it. I was like, felt very locked in. Like I was like, oh, I know exactly what to do for any situation. And she joked, and she's like, well, why don't you just stay locked in all the time? And the reality is because I'm human. Like sometimes you just get distracted, stuff going on. I feel like all of us feel that way at times. But let me show you what we got going so far today. So one of the things we got going on right now is the hold on this Road Glide Anniversary. This bike is, I've shown it dozens of times in both short and long form content. Honestly, I can't believe the bike is still here. We've had plenty of people sit down looking at it, and for one reason or another, still sitting here. Like everything that's done to this bike. This is one of those pre-owned bikes where it's done. You don't have to do anything crazy to it. So if you were just looking for a done bike, that bike is the one to go with. The fella is actually, has the deposit on it now. He bought a bike from me a couple years ago, and whenever he came through just looking for some bars, he saw that one. We got to talking. He's coming in tomorrow to ride on it and go put a little, and like sit down and look over numbers and stuff. That's one, like, it's not very often where I'm like, ooh, I want that sale, I want that one. But 2023, it's the year that I got started in the industry, and I loved the anniversary setup for that year, mostly because I'm a sucker for the color red. But yeah, I'm really, really hoping that that's one that I can sell, but we'll see. I really want that anniversary Road Glide to sell. And today we ran into a bump in the road that, if you would ask me, we were gonna run into this bump in the road, would have said 1 in a million. So, the fellow that, and I've probably already brought this up, but the fellow looking at it is a customer that bought a bike from me a couple years ago. And whenever he was asking about for bringing his bike in to get it looked at to be traded in, I mentioned, hey, whenever you're bringing it by, clean it up a little bit. Like, it doesn't change anything crazy, but you know, every little bit helps. Usual stuff, right? Like, same thing applies in cars that applies on bikes. What I didn't account for was his paint is black denim. So let me show you what that looks like. So this is what a denim color looks like that Harley calls it. We also call it like your more flat colors. It's basically gives it that more textured old school look on it. Harley has been obsessed with this color off and on throughout the late 2010s and into the 2000s. Well, excuse me, 2020s, like even this year. We have Purple Abyss denim. The problem with these denim colors, though, is you have to use a specialty cleaner in order to, one, not like wash out that denim and make it look shiny, but two, if you don't use a specialty cleaner, it'll look like almost acid rain on your bike, and that is what happened. So last night he cleaned it, didn't, apparently, like, either I didn't tell him back in 2023 or he had forgotten or what have you, but basically he used a cleaner that wasn't meant for it. And whenever he went to bring it in today, after everything had dried and whatnot, you could see swirl spots across it. Some of it was shiny, some of it not. And it, for our part of it, it's just like, whoa, this is like, it basically made the whole bike look like it had a film across it. And we showed him it, and we talked about a few different ways to kind of clean it out, because for us, for taking that bike on trade, we're gonna have to then either we're gonna have to sell it, and when out here on the floor, nobody wants a bike that looks like it's dissolving. So it affects values, and it was just like, hey, here's some ways to clean it. Maybe our detailer can get it out, or maybe it's a thing where you gotta change out all the tins. But it was just one of those things where it was just something that was like, hey, was not expecting that. He's gonna take it home, and he took it home and is trying to He said we told him a few different ways. He's going to try those cleaning methods. He's also going to take some stuff over to his bank because he wants to go finance through them. We'll see how it goes, but it was just like, man, if you would have asked me what are ways that this would have like went sideways, because I really want to be the one that sells that anniversary, I wouldn't have suspected that. So we were able to get it done for him, and that was one where that was a special one. Made me super happy. That especially for that fella, as I said earlier, he bought a bike from me in my first year, and has just been frequent flyer, cool dude, and so I'm super happy that he ended up with that bike. I I was talking to my wife about it, and there's been one other bike that's come through the store where I was just like, I want to be the person to sell that bike, like that feeling. And it was the Fast Johnny Lowrider ST from 2023, and it was just one where like that was also a super special one, because it was that one was an Army vet that actually came all the way up here from Clarksville, wanted to buy one away from the Army bases, and that was just super cool to make that happen for him. But this one was another one of those cool ones I just really wanted, because that was such a cool bike. Everything across it was really well done. So I just really wanted to be the salesperson on that one, and for it to go to a guy like that that's been such a cool dude, that one made me happy. But that is going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed this kind of behind the scenes look of what it's like to work in sales, consider giving a like and subscribe, because that's what I do here. But more than anything, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you out there riding.